you could just introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Mark Cloud. I'm a professor of psychology at Enochian University. Been here 31 years, and I'm here on strike with APSCUF.
I understand this is like the first strike since like 40-some years ago.
It's the first strike ever in the institution's history. So yeah, it's quite unique.
How long do you expect the strike to last?
No idea.
No idea?
You know, we're organized. We're prepared for the long haul. Our hope is that it'll be short. We hope that this will help bring the Chancellor back to the table. So last night at 11:35, he chose to leave the table with his team and said he was done negotiating. We had a deadline at 5 a.m. We remained at that table for that whole period of time. And regrettably, he never came back despite our best efforts of trying to bring him back to the table.
How are you guys going to deal with the strike financially?
Well, each in our own way. You know, we work together in terms of trying to budget and plan in advance. We have created what we call a solidarity match. That is where we have faculty who have volunteered to offer no-interest loans to faculty who may need to make some particular payments that are forthcoming, that are challenging, or so those who have more means might have an opportunity to help those without. And so that's another way that we can help manage the situation. But it's obviously we fully understand the stress this puts on students, but it also puts a lot of stress on faculty. We get that. There's a lot of short-term strife, but the idea is that this is all part of a long-term goal. The long-term goal is to make sure that we have a quality education for the future of the students. So for you, Chris, you may have a brother or a sister who's younger than you, and you want to make sure that they have the same opportunity to have. I happen to have you in my own introductory psychology class, and here you have a professor for 31 years who can bring that experience to the classroom. And it's my hope, at least, that the students in there benefit from that. And I wouldn't be so sure you'd be able to get that from a graduate student or from a temporary faculty, despite the fact that many of our temporary faculty are very good. But we need to manage those balances, if you would. And that's part of the challenge of getting a good contract.
So if the strike would go long term, what are your opinions on graduate students teaching and the online courses being in place?
My position is that I'm the instructor of record. So if anybody, management can do whatever they want with my class. I've left the classroom to be on strike. I hope they work less on trying to figure out how to finish that class and work more to coming back to the table. We're very close. So I think the differences are marginal, but they are meaningful. And so that we need to make sure that those changes, we make some movement on some of those additional pieces.
Okay. Did you expect the strike to be imminent when you started negotiating? Or?
Well, we've gone through this a few times where we've set deadlines and we've had to go up to the last moment, so that was nothing new. Obviously, this is the first time, so we didn't know that we were going to have to cross that path. In previous times, both sides stayed at the table and came to a resolution. This time, the Chancellor left early.
Okay. And thoughts on the student support and how they can help?
Right, so the students need to make their own decision how they want to go to classes or come out here and support us. We're very pleased with the kind of turnout that we've had here and the number of students who've come. Not only they've organized, they've painted their own signs, they crochet signs for their poodles and such. It is an extraordinary good feeling that we get from the students and their support. And so we greatly appreciate that. It means a lot to us. And, so that's something that we will continue to value because ultimately, in the end of this is about the education of the students and making sure that we can have the highest quality of education for the future students at this university.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Stan Berard. scientist at Rockingham University, and I'm president of the Rockingham chapter of the Association of Pennsylvania State College University Faculties, or APSCUF.
Okay. Why are you guys striking?
We are on strike to get a contract that is fair to all our faculty members that continues to enable us now and in the future to attract good faculty, to retain them, and to reward them for the work that they do.
How long do you expect the strike to last?
I hope that it will be, days long or less. Right? That's our hope. Of course, we don't do this, to have a strike. That's it's a tool that we have in a bargaining process. And what we hope is that when we threaten a strike, it forces action, it forces negotiation, and we can get something done. Maybe that did not happen in this case. But we're hoping that a unified showing by our faculty to show that the importance that they find in preserving important features of our contract will get the negotiations going again.
How late are you guys out here on the lines?
Our plan is to be here until 7 p.m. and to resume at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and 7 to 7 until we don't have to do it.
Right. That's everything. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Keep our school alive. 2, 3, 5. 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 Keep our school alive.
How long have you been out here today?
I've been here since 7 this morning.
How long do you expect the strike to last?
Hopefully just today.
Just today? Why are you striking?
To fight for the education of our students and to preserve the system of public higher education in Pennsylvania.
How can the students help out?
Contact their legislators, have their parents contact their legislators, call the chancellor's office, email the chancellor's office, contact the presidents of the universities.
Thank you.
Yeah, turn your sign. Sorry.
So you guys are out here supporting the faculty.
Oh yeah? Yeah, definitely.
How long have you guys been out here?
About 5 hours. Yeah, now. I'm about 4.5. Yeah.
How has the strike affected you guys?
Well, it canceled all of my classes.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I mean, I'm losing my quality education from my quality professors that I've had for 4 years now.
I mean, all of my professors are out here.
Yeah, and I definitely am not okay with that.
Yeah.
As a student, how long do you want the strike to last?
I really didn't even want it to happen.
Yeah, I didn't want it to happen.
Since it is happening.
Today would be nice if it was over today.
Just today, maybe like midday tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to last more than 2 days.
Are you guys going to be out here to support the faculty every day?
Absolutely.
Yep. No matter what.
Thank you. What are your thoughts and feelings about the strike?
Oh, it's just pretty frustrating just because, we pay money for this, especially the students who are real and focus on school and their future. I know it's very upsetting to a lot of parents as well. A lot of students are already heading home for the weekend. And yeah, it's just, we understand where the teachers and faculty are coming from, but at the same time, it shouldn't be really affecting the students in general.
Okay. How has it affected you so far, as in today?
Gone to both of my classes, walked in, sat for 5 minutes. Professors didn't show up, and a random professor would walk in, give us a sentence, and tell us to leave. So it kind of takes out of the routine, and I don't know. It hasn't really affected me other than that.
as a student, how long would you like the strike to last?
I'd like it to end now, man. You know, like I said, we pay money for this. Parents are upset about it, and it doesn't look well for us state schools, especially the students who are really trying to do something with their life.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
On the second day of the strike, I went and visited the administration of the university and sat and talked with the executive assistant to the president about the strike, and basically from their side they had nothing to do with it. They have a representative on PASHI, and basically they were in uncharted territory because this is the first time a strike has ever happened at the state campus, and they were kind enough to give me a site to look at, which was on PASHI, the frequently asked questions by students, which was very informative. Basically, it was just saying the university would continue to remain open as much as possible, even when the faculty was on strikes. At the end of the day of the third day of the strike was ended with a tentative agreement with the state system.
Up at that way?